You know, if I would have done this video nearly a year ago, it would come off as if I was being disingenuous and I was being a quote unquote trending topic Negro. But I can tell you now, with boots on the ground, working out there in the streets, especially in my own neighborhood that I've lived in for all my life, now that I'm being a first responder, I can tell you this, and I know it for sure, which I've known before that, but now that I see it firsthand. It's this. Mental health in black communities is a big issue. And I went into this thinking that it was like mostly the men. No, it's women. There's more issues of women with mental health issues out there, and a lot of them have in common that they turn to drugs to cope with it. There's a lot of emotionally disturbed people out here in my city of black descent. And this video is about the fact that we need to collectively as black people stop worrying about pride. Pride is a dangerous thing. And when I say worry about pride, it's like this. Stop worrying about what people will say about your family or you or your loved one because you are getting them help, or if it gets out that you're getting them help. You would rather just sweep it under the rug or just try to yes, you sweep a diagnosis under the rug just to look like you are something. Some people, parents, feel like they're failures if their child is born with a mental defect or retardation or anything. It seems to be very, very prominent in the black community. Because I've noticed that. A lot of them know their children got issues. But I can tell you the difference. I go to a household of a Hispanic patient and their children are fully diagnosed. They know what they are. They know how to handle them. Whereas I see a lot of mentally disturbed people having children, like women. Like the other day, I could not believe it. But this girl was slow. She was obese. And her son is autistic because of genetics. Think about it. The girl seems to, she has, you could tell she is slow. I don't know the exact origin of it. Me and my partner noticed that, but there's just a lot of different factors into this whole thing. And this goes to another video about that whole thing with her and the female, her being slow and her being a parent. I'll get into that in another video. That right there, I can talk about that because that's a standards issue. But like I'm saying originally, to get back on track before I go off on a tangent, we need to stop thinking mental health is a image problem. Okay? Look at everybody else. They try to nip it in the bud. They try to get help and stuff. Try, for the most part. Try harder. Because don't get it twisted. I deal with degenerates of all races when it comes to being emotionally disturbed and drug addicts. I deal with all races, but I'm just noticing that I'm seeing a lot of younger black people out on the street, homeless, mentally disturbed. Their family don't care. They're regulars, younger than the Hispanic patients I picked up who are like well into their late 40s and 50s, who burn bridges more than likely. Like younger, like this is going to show that our generation of parents today, well, that are around my age, are discarding their children. They're discarding them. They don't know how to deal with them. And you got to give them official help. Like, seriously, there's ways to doing it. You can walk your ass down to all different other organizations to get you some food stamps, get you housing in Section 8. You can figure out a way to get your children proper health care for their mental health. But no, they don't want that gravy train to be ruined. You know? Some of them don't even understand. You know, and I know it sounds self-serving, but you can get help. If you have a child that has a mental diagnosis, you can get more help for them. And don't squander that fucking money. Do right by that child. Because they grow up to be the adults that's out here now. You know? Like I said, they start younger. Now I'm dealing with patients that are in their late teens and early 20s. But no, it's the same thing. Oh no, what the neighbor's gonna say, what people are gonna say. Fuck what people say. Fuck what they say. Your child's health is more important. But you don't hear me now, do you? You want to blame it on dad always not being home. You want to blame it on this. You want to blame it on that. You're being ignorant as a parent. You're being, you care more about yourself than your child, you know, your image. And I've noticed that. There's been people who have had psychological issues who have learned to persevere through it, but they have never really recovered over it. But some of them have gone on to be functional. But imagine if that issue became something greater. Not everybody learns how to compartmentalize psychiatric traumas or psychiatric events or feelings. Some people just they just don't know how to control them. And compartmentalizing stuff can come back and blow up in your face. And as an adult also, you need to worry about yourself, because you could have went through everything I've been talking about as a child, grown up, still become a model citizen, but you are only one bad day away from being one of those people I've talked about. You're only one bad day away from that. But I digress. So please, if you have a family member or you are a parent and your child displays any signs of anything that you need to get checked out, don't be afraid of what people would say about your family. Your child's health is more important than that. Because I'm a Fury, I'm here, and now I'm out. Peace.